Gunshots in my neighborhood. Gunshots in my neighborhood. Gunshots in my neighborhood. Get me up last night. It's okay, 'cause I'm used to it. I'm sorry, officer, I didn't see the perpetrator. That's okay, 'cause you're used to it. Gunshots in my area. When a guy pulled up last night, we saw the case on the news and shit.
One.
Thanks, bro. I've got the same t-shirt on as well. Premier Battles, we are in Manchester for absolute. If you're with us in the building, make some noise. This is the first battle of the day. I'm joined with my co-host on my right-hand side. Let him know, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Premier Battles, the real hype, and I am Bobby Rex.
In real life!
We are here to see a fucking sick battle today. I'm going to pass it over to Bloodstro. Let's go.
Yo, it's Mr. Stro, a.k.a. I've seen more in a night than you've seen in your life. Let's go. Battle on the right-hand side from London. You've seen him before in Premier Battles. Manchester, show some love for Danny Jaqq. Let's go.
Come on, bro.
And on the left-hand side, his opponent making his return to Premier Battles after over 2 years out from Manchester. Show some love for Seano Mac. Let's go. Shouts to both of these battlers. This is a one-week prep battle. They both stepped in to jump on the cancellations that we did have. Danny Jaqq starting round one. It's round one on you, bro. Let's go.
You are a fucking weirdo. It's something I'm gasping to speak about. Your Facebook makes me think you're just quite jarring to be around. Do you want to hear about my time machine? No. Let me post about how my whole life is beans. Bro, I hold it Briggsy. I was like, yo, what's the time limit? He said, oh, you know what, Danny? Just keep it under 5 minutes. I said, 5 minutes? Is this guy kidding? Well, I can't get more than that. It's fucking Seano Mac. This bean-loving thinks jump off makes him mean something. No show to lead because he rescued a cat from a tree he's stuck in. Yeah, because that's something people will believe, you muppet. 5 minutes to explain all of that. Fine, I guess I'm just gonna have to stand here and talk to man. So during the pandemic, I bet for you that shit was long, because you were talking anti-vax and then there were the actual facts you dismissed as wrong. Then it was post after post about fuck all. Bro, I wish you just think and stop. Blaming 5G for COVID, with your 5G, Sean, I wish they switched yours off. Wish they switched yours. Forever trying to do something mad. So upload on the net with a bold title. He had a heart attack without the laugh react. The attention is so vital. And if he's not the centre of her attention, then his head dips to a low spiral. No wonder you're an anti-vaxxer, Sean. You're so desperate to go viral.
Let's go.
Let's go. Fuck you and your baked beans, cuz.
Leave the beans out of it. Said no personal.
Said no personal.
Yo, fuck you and your baked beans, cuz. Heinz, Branson, a lot of them. Fuck them all. Fuck you and your baked beans, cuz. And fuck these statuses you post fuck the statuses you post when you make things up. You said as the reason you couldn't rap on the league is because you had to go and rescue a cat from a tree. Now, it's not the first time you've fallen in love, so it's mad that I see, unlike the animal in question, you can never land on your feet. So imagine the message. He's like, oh, do you mind if I can't make the battle? I've kind of rescued a cat. But if I dash my phone across the room, like, what kind of question is that? But you claimed you couldn't battle because you rescued the cat, which implies that you've already completed the objective at hand. Briggsy said 5 minutes, so my only question to that is, why did you not just get in the cab? You could have got a flight or a ferry, in fact. It's not ideal, but you could have got the expenditure back. I have no idea where you thought you sent that message to Matt. As if you could be like, oh, fucking, what's a hero? Someone will get him a medal for that. It's like he went, ooh, prior commitment to organisation abroad, or cat. It's like you went, ooh. Say again? I was waiting for that, thank you. It's like you went, oh, prior commitment to organisation abroad, or cat. Or it's like he went, oh, performed to a crowd for adulation the more, or that. Bro, I like cats in it. But they just sort of look and shit and stuff. If I had to go catch a flight to a battle I had, and then saw a cat in a tree, I wouldn't give a fuck. But it's a cat. It's not like you saved a person. It's like, are they even mates? 5 letters you, my brother. RSPCA. But if he lying... No, I'm joking, bro. I'm having mad fun, you know. Yo, if he lying there... No, you're joking, bro. You are a waste man. You are a waste man. This kid is a stress. Every day this kid is a mess. Every day I wonder what kind of shit's in your head. You need everyone to heart react everything that you said, or you bring up old shit so that we think you're the best. He's like, did you used to go to jump off? You might have seen me catch a body. No, bro, I think I skipped the event. Back in 2008, I almost did a track with Shotty. Bro, that's 100% a thing he forgets. You have to bring up old shit. You have to bring up old shit so that we fuck with your bars, or claim to have an extraordinary mind like it comes from the stars. You claim to be ahead of your time, so that's how you become who you are. Sean, you are ahead of your time because your head's stuck in the past. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, when I did that bit, I fucked my back, bro. Time, innit? Yeah, let's go.
You said you held your own against Marlowe. Time! I'm gonna need complete silence from everyone standing in here, please, and everyone on YouTube, sit back, relax into your seats, because I've wrote myself a novel called Danny is a Fiend, and I'm gonna give this little story the comparison it needs. Els ripped a few fans off, got permanently banished from the scene. You stole money from a charity that needs it, had a whole fucking year to try balancing the sheets. Instead, you tried to cover up the tracks with your deceit, eventually got caught out, then paid it, and now got welcomed back into this league. I mean, can we actually believe, with all the fucking lies that got unravelled in his tweets before admitting he's a thief, that there was no Photoshop involved and he didn't just manufacture a receipt to stop him catching all his heat? So fuck battling with me. Fuck all your bars, don't try pandering to these, look them all in the eye and give a heartfelt apology to every fan up in this scene for being a crackhead little fiend. Because when all this first came out, when it all first came out, do you remember what Danny thought? He was like, I better go in the forum, promote my Marlowe battle more. So, he might claim that he has remorse, but that's not the language his actions talk, because when people decide to confront you and ask why you hadn't paid the cash in for, you suddenly disappeared offline, stopped replying, which we all know was a massive stall, then finally came back and said the pandemic has closed everything and no one's available to answer calls. So we found out you'd already been contacted by Eva, who's Nottingham's Black Lives Matter ambassador, so you obviously knew that Black Lives Matter, you just thought that cocaine mattered more. Now you have had some moments, you really have, but that was not a fine hour, turning your back on black culture because the white's power. Now I hope you didn't think I was bringing jokes so you could stand there and just laugh, because ignoring the elephant in the room would have been a mammoth of a task. But here's where the story really gets crazy though, right? If Jade hadn't wanted to help Nugget beat Tony D, none of this would have came to light. You'd have kept that shit forever. You should be banished from the scene, no less. You're lucky you didn't end up with broke legs. You're a whole mess, turning up to battles looking like a cokehead old Greg. No one wants to see you, mangina, man. Fuck off. How many times were you supposed to battle with Frost but keep ducking him last minute because you wouldn't handle the loss? Apex isn't when that battle was originally booked. Undisclosed 1 is when it actually was. And PB were kind enough to cover your hotel and travelling costs. And I seen you in that hotel the night before and you were posted up calmly. Well, as calm as you can be when you're near enough hosting a party, sniffing bare coke and drinking loads of Bacardi, knowing there's no time to even sober up hardly. Now fast forward this shit a sec to the morning just before. He knew how badly he'd get beat and how poorly he'd perform, so he sent a message off to Briggz saying he was too poorly to perform, but when the event started, guess who fucking walked in through the door? If you're too sick to be rapping your rounds, you're too sick to jump around and stand in the crowd, because to no-show a battle from the audience is fucking rude. To no-show a battle from the audience is fucking rude, but at least you got your train tickets, your free entry, and a double room. Because, yo, this scene is not a cash cow for you to milk for every pound and pence that they see. That nearly puts you in the same category as Jay Shortspur trying to beg to make peas because she claimed he got nicked from Section 18 when he slept with a schoolgirl and said she's 18. Dirty bastard! Dirty bastard! Oh, you all fuckeries aside. All his fuckeries aside. Why is he even here? This is supposed to be a night of main events. It's like they just shoved this guy out here on stage and said, why not play pretend? Or maybe it's because he held his own against Marlowe, you know. Really, you know, your biggest reaction in that battle was a sympathy clap when you nearly choked. You didn't hold your own at nothing. He fucking steamrolled you, and you lose at life when your name is Mr. D. Holder. Mr. D. Holder. The D stands for beg. Time.
Let's go, Manchester, make some noise.
Gunshots in my neighborhood. Gunshots in my